Good afternoon, fellas. Welcome to another game of Valor's Cast StarCraft 2 games. Another game out of the HomeStory Cup 28th edition. This is now round 2 of Group Alpha. At the top left, we have Zoun, the blue Protoss, and we have Kelazhur, the red Terran down here. A macro pro versus a rather aggressive little blue alien race. Interesting to see how that goes down. Both in round 1, both of these players took home a victory. So hard to say, but my money's probably going to be on Kelazhur. Kelazhur is just really good at. He is impeccably good at securing his base and then pushing forward and then just keeping you on the edge while you're, having to play keep up with him, and it just never works out. We saw a lot of that in his matches for the round 1, so I'm probably going to see more of that here. Really hoping to see Psy Storms come out from Zoun and probably some Immortal play. That would be just delightful. Got a probe coming out across the map, doing a little bit of scouting and a little bit of harassment. Just coming out, saying how do you do. Unfortunately, that SUV is running for his life now. He does not want the smoke. The probe cannot continue this engagement anymore and is just going to be a little bit of a jerk, keeping that SCV busy. Oh, and, well, already expanding. Both players are already expanding. All right. Off to an early start. I love seeing it. Probe is going to be leaving now. That is fine and dandy. Well, maybe they're both going to be playing a little defensive here. Double gas. Interesting. Kelazhur's not going for his usual double gas. Round 1, that was a very common thing that he was pulling off, and he did very well. I think it played out for him good for the matches that he was fighting. So he might be going for a little bit more on the mineral side of things, trying to get everything situated and set up. He doesn't need that double gas. He's probably not anticipating building a massive army out the gate, especially a tech-heavy army, probably. And he's probably right, but we do have an adept coming across the field. Is it going to be harassing? Bunker is going to be finishing up here for Kelazhur. He is going to be playing that defensive line a little bit more. We're getting a starport out. Hellions are on the way. Command center is finished. So is the Nexus. So right now they're a little bit even. Unfortunately, he does not get in there. The supply depots do get raised. Now the Hellion coming out here saying, "How do you do, fellow Toss?" It's not going to work out for him because there are two. I don't even think that would work out anyways. I feel like the Adept counters. The Adept counters the Hellion due to it being a light unit. Oh man, he's doing a little bit of scouting. He's just trying to find it, poke and prod, and kind of keep him a little distracted. Back at home, Zoun is doing not too bad on his army right now. He's getting some stalkers out. He's getting bleak research. Warp gate's going to be finishing up pretty soon. Kelazhur is just kind of not wanting to move out. He's sitting there doing a whole lot. Banshees with the upgrade coming out very soon. By soon, I mean in the next couple of minutes. Kelazhur's not having any of this shenanigans though with the Adepts. The Adepts are probably going to get lost here. Oh, but the Hellion does get sniped. Yeah, Adepts kind of punch a little hard when it comes to fighting light units. Unfortunately, that is what their bonus damage is facing against. Getting some observers out now, or making some observers. Shield battery's going to be finishing up here. Stalkers are made. Right now, between the two, Kelazhur's not looking all that great. Protoss is getting another base up. He's expanding. This is Zoun. Zoun looks like he's a little bit ahead right now, and that's okay. That is fine. Protoss is a little strong right now in this patch, and is what it is sometimes. Having another barracks, a couple more barracks being made. Banshee upgrade, going to be finishing up here soon. He's probably going to be doing some harassment. He is going to be doing some harassment as the Banshee is right there, but he sees it a little bit soon. Zoun, though, making his way across the map while dealing with this little Banshee harassment. Stalker's going to be possibly blinking into the base. I think that's what we're going to see here in a second. Another Banshee already made, zooming its way across the map. That Observer, though, is going to give them plenty of space to blink in there. Is that going... No? I guess it's not gonna be doing anything. All right, it's just hanging out. I don't know if he knows that. He probably knows that the Stalkers are there, actually. Oh, okay. They killed a SCV. That's pretty good. Banshee's apparently not able to do that much work. They are retreating, coming back, hopefully to deal with this Stalker problem, but I don't think that's going to really help all too much, given the fact that there are 4 of them, and I'm pretty sure Banshees count as armored units. Actually, no, they might be light. I don't remember. That's some homework for me. Alright. Colossi being produced now. Interesting. With the laser giraffe upgrade, let's go get the range on them. Forge coming out soon. Right now, not a whole lot's going on, but Zoun is kind of ahead when it comes to economy and some other stuff. The only thing that probably is different is army value-wise. And Zoun just sees that it's the perfect time to be expanding again. Holy moly. Jeez. We are going to be getting some kills, though, with the Banshees. Banshees are going to get 4 workers, possibly more. Not going to be doing a whole lot. I guess they're going to get pushed away. Those Stalkers are going to get a Marine. The trade-off is not that valuable when you've taken 4 workers, but it does get valuable when you take one of his Banshees. Oh, me, oh, my. Yeah, economy-wise, like Zoun looks like he is in a very good spot right now. Oh, does he have? He's got Zealot legs. He's getting the laser giraffe, the Colossi range upgrade. He's getting his 1 damage on the way. Kelazhur is a little bit behind right now, I think. All Zoun really has to do is finish getting this space up and running, and then he just needs more production. I think he's got a really strong chance of winning this fight. Widow mines are made. Concussive shells for the Marauders are getting made. That's going to be a big help to him when it comes to fighting this army pretty soon. Big question is, are we going to be seeing a fight coming up here soon? Well, we're going to see a little bit of a fight right there. Kelazhur does know that it's coming in pretty soon. Ooh, well, Zealots are getting in there. Not a whole lot's going to be happening, but Kelazhur did lose, unfortunately, more than he gave. Random Zealots just up there. Scans going down. He does see that there's a warp gate. This is probably his chance to get in there and move. Medevac does go down. A lot of army goes down there. Widow mines do get to get a couple of kills, though. That does help him at least retreat back. But Kelazhur is looking in a very dire situation right now, as Zoun is just... He is just living his best life. He's up to his 5th base right now. Oh, my goodness. Kelazhur is going to try and expand here, but his army value is just not where it needs to be. We're going to be getting some Immortals soon. Upgrades to level 2 damage for the ground troops are happening right now. Ghosts are being produced, but is it going to come out on time for when he needs it? These Zealots are just going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if they get the surround on those units, regardless of the amount of Widow Mines you have, that's going to hurt. Especially if I think if they detonate on your troops, that's friendly fire. The explosive does not you know, it does not distinguish between friend or foe. It just says, nah, blowing up here, dog. Big boom. But the giraffes do have a lot of range on them. I think they have like 13 range, like the same range as a siege tank. Observer does go down with the Vikings. Unfortunately, that range is not going to be super beneficial, but the Stalker is going to probably... Ooh, no, they're going to cause some damage, but that command center is going to unfortunately walk away. Or it's not. He wants that command center. He is out for blood. He's willing to sacrifice his army, but it puts his army in a very precarious situation. The Zealots are getting the surround. They couldn't get enough of a surround. A tank does go down. Stalkers are retreating. Zealots pulling back as the MP got off from the Ghosts. Kelazhur's able to hold that. Level 2 armor and damage wrapping up soon for the Terran, and level 3 damage is being researched now. We're going to be seeing... Ooh. We've seen some like purifiers come out very soon. I think that's gonna be devastating if it gets on that bio ball. Zoun is in a very good position right now. He's just sitting very happy at a full supply. He's got his upgrades cooking. He's got expansions out the wazoo. He's preventing from Kelazhur from really expanding at all. EMPs do go out, wiping out those shields. Stalkers coming out. Oh, the Vikings, though, picking off a few of those. That's going to be devastating for Zoun right there. The Colossi not sticking in the fight too long. Vikings are going to be going down, but unfortunately the EMPs are just too strong. And they shred that Protoss shield very well. But we are getting Colossi back out on the field. Level 3 research being done for Kelazhur now. Protoss trying to make something of this. He's going for it. He's like, I want the base, damn it. I'm taking it. He doesn't get anything with that purifier beam or the little disruptor. Ooh, buddy. Protoss warping in a new army, but my goodness, dude, he's expanding. Holy cow. Look at that. Siege tanks are going to be kind of helping out here, defend the base, but it's not enough damage. The Vikings doing absolutely nothing for the army, just kind of providing a presence factor. Zealots over here just harassing for the sake of harassment in the hopes that they'll split the army. It's not going to split the army. The whole army is going to come and show up to fight this off. They kill a bunker, and they might get a supply depot. That's about it for these Zealots. Maybe 2 supply depots if he doesn't repair that soon. I don't think he is. It's probably going to burn down. But he's got bigger fish to fry as Protoss, now with the Colossi back, that level 3 damage done. Protoss is sitting at a 2-3 for the armor and weapons. Disruptor does go down. The Zealot's not able to provide a whole lot for him. And the GG from Kelazhur. That was very well done. Zoun was aggressive on the expansions. That was something I haven't seen before from him, but solid plays all around. I kind of wish he brought out some High Templars and got some Storms out, but the Laser Giraffe Colossi play was super awesome. We're now going to head on to game number 2. Welcome to game number 2. Here at the top right, though, this time, is the red Terran, Kelazhur. And at the bottom left, the blue Protoss, Zoun. Now, at the time of recording this, the HomeStory Cup 2025 is in, I think, the playoffs right now. Or maybe not the playoffs, but they're wrapping up their tournament right now. I got to watch a little bit of it. I got to see Trigger play his Protoss. I just think it is really fun, and I'm glad that we can now get to see some Protoss in the higher games. I am aware that Protoss kind of have a little bit of an advantage when it comes to fighting now because of some of the changes that have been made to them, but I still love seeing it. Even back at Brood War, God, I love watching Brood War Protoss. Brood War Protoss is probably my favorite. Just, it's so enjoyable to watch, but nonetheless. Some standard openers are happening. Zoun with the gateway. Interesting spot. Probably gonna do a wall off right here. We'll see where that goes. Probe coming around, probably to harass. Same old, same old. He said, yeah, if it worked once, it'll work twice. Terran is not having any of that shenanigans. Yeah, he is keeping that probe on his toes, man. That probe does not want to be messing around with that. The Cybercore going down, so we are going to be seeing a standard wall off for the Protoss. He was very aggressive. I will say in the round 1 for Zoun, I don't think he was super aggressive on expanding, but he was insanely aggressive with his units. And last round especially, he was just he was always a base or 2 bases, and by the end he was at like 7 bases to Kelazhur's 3. It was just absolutely nuts. Wonderful to see it though. It was very, very awesome. Now Kelazhur taking the double gas. I think he probably learned his lesson last time and said, well, you know, I think I'm gonna try and build some tech first, and then I'm gonna harass you so you can't expand all that much. Who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see what comes of it. I would like to see him get out definitely some Cyclones. I think Cyclones could have done a lot of good there, probably, at least for the bigger stuff, instead of having to buy Vikings. You know, just have a couple of Cyclones, clean it up. Stalker coming across the field. He is trying to now get Reapers out to deal with this. He does not have. None of his units are strong enough to handle it one-on-one. And the Adept, oh no. Well, that Adept, though, is going to try and get through, maybe? He is definitely not going to try and take that. He knows that's a death trap waiting to happen. He's going to try and teleport those baddies home. Unfortunately, only one of them makes it home. And the other Adept, without a friend, has to confide in the Stalker about her lost friend. Chanel will be remembered. That's fine. Kelazhur now coming across the field, probably to hopefully provide some harassment. Reapers in the main. That's going to split up his attention. That base at the bottom is going to be in some deep trouble. This Adept, however, is able to almost 3-tap Reapers. Warp Tech is now done. Blink research on the way. This is pretty good. I think this is a little bit better for Kelazhur this time around, but unfortunately he's... Oh, he's coming in. He's coming. He does pick off 2 workers. He's not going to get into the rest of them because that shield battery just is so good. He does get the rest of Kelazhur's forces right there. They will go down. That is very unfortunate for him. Bunker being erected right now. Marines, because he knows that harassment, that retaliation is going to be coming, and it's going to be coming swift, especially considering that Zoun is yet again ahead in the economy game, and his base is just, it's there. It is there. So he needs to, Kelazhur really needs to get some value out of some of these harassments or some of these investments. Otherwise, it's just going to be a repeat of game number 1. Banshee's coming across the field. Protoss army coming across the field. Maybe this will draw the Protoss back and hopefully, you know, divide his attention. I don't think it's going to. So he'll probably just warp into Stalkers and call it a day. Does he know that Banshee is there? I don't think he does. He absolutely does not. That Banshee is not going to where I think he was going to. He's going to be doing some scouting, seeing if he's got any more bases. Oh my goodness, are you gonna blink walk in there? Oh, one Banshee does go down. The blink's in the base. This is a lot. Unfortunately, that tank's gonna go down. He does not have the army to be fighting this. This probably is gonna be a game right here for him if he can't come back from it. He's warping in more Stalkers. Oh, those are Zealots, my bad. The workers are just dying in droves. He's not going to be able to recover from this. He is pulling everything. Marines, workers, The whole town is getting involved. More Marines coming to save him. But unfortunately, that is 19 workers. Oh, buddy. Dude, 19 workers. That hurts. That hurts. More stalkers coming out onto the field. No real upgrades yet. A lot of stalkers though, and he is handling those Marines with finesse, just grabbing those stalkers from a range. My goodness, Banshee goes down. Marines are getting microed here. It's kind of insane. And that's canceled on the warp there. He is doing a fantastic job finessing these, and that is going to be GG from Kelazhur. That was incredible. That was amazing. I like, that was wonderful. I think, unfortunately, I would have loved to see the Banshee that was coming down around here to actually come and harass. But I think he, once he saw that the amount of stalkers that were in here, it wouldn't have split his attention. But that was wonderful. That was well done. Very good game from both of these players. If you enjoyed that, feel free to check out some of the other videos. We're going to be going on to some of the other stuff. I do have a Discord where, you know, I have a little community if you'd like to join it. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Have a good day.